Dude, get your laptop on your side.
Sorry.
I
Jeez.
feel like I'm fighting with my wife right now. Stay on your side of the bed.
We've already reached old married couple status on this.
We're getting close.
Our Skip and Shannon transformation will soon be complete.
Bro, you don't have the Dodgers on here or nothing. You need to get it together.
Okay, yeah. So we have a guest. So, but man, we got to talk about the Dodgers. Should we talk about the Dodgers before or after we talk about the Seahawks game?
We're Yankees fans too. It was so hard watching that. My
Freddie!
I'm glad
My main man, Freddie, dude.
This makes me feel better that she's here in all Buffalo Bills gear after this week, actually. So I'm now happy again.
So, yep, let's start with...
Are we really doing
Okay,
this?
so let's just start with that. Welcome to the house, whatever episode this is. I can't remember. There's 4 sports going on right now. Everything is chaos. For the first time, we are joined by a guest. Brian, can you introduce our guest?
Oh, yeah. This is Shinar.
Hey, y'all.
Hi, Shinar. Welcome to the house.
Thanks.
You were at the Seahawks game.
Yeah. The Bills game? Yeah.
The Bills game.
It was, in fact, the Bills game.
Yeah, they took over the stadium.
Yes.
We did.
That is our main topic tonight. Should we run through where...
Okay,
We're good.
Let's start. Can we start over?
The whole thing?
The whole thing, dude.
The whole deal?
We missed our banter.
But I like the little clapping part. You want to restart the whole deal?
Okay, never mind.
No, we can restart.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I do want the clapping part in there, so then you'll just have to cut to me going. Welcome to the house. Episode, whatever this is. There's so many sports going on. I can't keep track of anything.
Yeah.
Chaos. We are joined for the first time onto the house by a guest. Brian, can you introduce our guest, please?
Yes. Today we have the lovely new addition to the My House team, Shinar Fox. Thank you so much for being here.
Good to be here.
More clapping.
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 In a
Yes.
circle.
Yeah.
In a circle.
Okay. Shinar was at the Seahawks game the other day.
The Bills game.
The Bills game. Correct.
Bills game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. It wasn't really the Seahawks game, was it?
So correct me if I'm wrong. Were you not just like in here a week ago roasting me about how good the Seahawks were? The defense is back, baby.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I said, don't worry, they'll be 4-4 next week. And here we are. They're 4-4 next week. So I don't feel that. Okay, so yeah, let's since our
Shinar, what was the atmosphere like? So I've been to Seattle. I've been there during a game. It's intense.
So intense.
However, I've never been there during a shellacking. What?
Yeah, there was some upset fans, and oh my gosh, so many left so early.
Really?
Yeah, the stadium started.
Wow.
Bro,
to
I
end in the
mentally
fourth
left.
quarter.
After that ball got snapped over
Yeah.
Gino's head, I watched the rest of the game laying back on the couch in silence.
And we were doing our chant at that point.
Yeah, good
the
for
Bills
you.
chant.
You want to do the Bills? Can you do the Bills chant?
Hey, hey, let's go Buffalo.
Woo!
Let's go Buffalo. You're supposed to help. It's supposed to go
it's
back and
supposed
forth.
back and
little
forth.
Banter.
Yeah.
Bills
That
make
game
me
did
wanna
not go back and
shout.
forth. It was pretty much just the Bills. It was just the Bills singing their fight song in the
Yes.
corner while the
Oh, yeah.
Seahawks prolapsed all over the...
Yeah.
I'm not mad that they lost because I expected them to lose. I
Yeah.
am mad at the way that they lost.
It was really bad.
Like the fumble that gets kicked forward for a first down because a defensive player touched it. The interception that turns into nothing. Gino tripping at the goal line after the ball was snapped back to the 35. I mean, this team is so wildly inconsistent. And they probably still would have lost that game if they capitalized on those points like Josh Allen would have been Josh Allen. But they could have at least made it close. It didn't have to be like that.
Yeah. It did, though, because James Cook needed a day.
Oh, Kenneth Walker
like James
lost
Cook.
me fantasy this week. Don't
We like
worry.
James Cook.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
Yeah. Like when would you say that the fans as a collective gave up in that game?
Yeah, it was the fourth quarter. They all started leaving the stadium.
They stuck around to the fourth quarter?
I mean, we were
That was the nail in the coffin.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
were up in the Hawk's Nest, and
Oh!
yeah, they were in the Hawk's Nest. And so as they were all exiting and leaving the stadium, we just kind of went over to the side rails and just started doing our chant there as well. Kind of like a little bit of
So
taunting
she
going
was
on.
obnoxious with it. Like she wasn't just there. She was
I
just.
mean,
That's
yeah.
That made my week. That's fantastic. That's so fantastic. Woo.
I mean, for the most part, our fans are amazing. So there's nothing that's
Bills Mafia.
yeah.
I mean, I don't know if amazing is the word I would use. I would maybe intense.
Intense is a
Very
good word for
intense.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like the throwing of the snowballs. I'm gonna say that. I
Yeah.
do not like that. Not a fan of
Yeah.
that.
What's up with that?
Yeah,
Let's
stop
get
throwing
mad about that.
Bills Mafia, have a little bit more
It's
class.
the environment. You know?
No, but you
Yeah.
did you grow up in Buffalo?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you
Yeah,
lived in
60
Seattle for a
minutes,
while, right?
Yeah, in the Washington area.
So when-
just outside there.
When was the last time you went to a Seahawks game?
Oh my gosh, I go every year.
Really?
Yeah, because
And this was the year that the Bills were playing in Seattle too.
Yeah,
That's a big
so
deal.
it was huge for our family. Yeah,
Because
Because obviously
make me
we
feel like the
enjoy our-
bad person. That is.
we enjoy our local team, of course.
Yeah,
so
right.
yeah, we enjoy the Seahawks, but in our hearts, it's the Bills all the way. It always has been.
Yeah.
And so,
Always. Always.
yeah.
It's a good year to be a Bills fan.
I'm happy for the Bills because they went through some horrendous years.
No, and we were
Yeah.
down on them too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like-
I was super down on them at the start of the year. I thought they were going to be garbage.
Yeah.
You know, you
That
trade
was
like
rough to watch.
you let go of all of your wide receivers. I'm like Josh Allen is the guy, but how much could he realistically do? And
A lot.
A
lot.
Turns out.
He had a
First
lot.
target.
Turns out a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
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 And so
How did Amari Cooper do this week, Brad?
Amari Pooper. So that's his name.
We get
2
We did
targets?
get to cheer once for him, I think, through the whole
He had-
game.
yeah,
That's what-
yeah, 'cause he had one catch.
Yep.
Brian knows
once-
because he paid a king's ransom to acquire him in
no.
our
In
money fantasy
football
league.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got fleeced. I got hosed. And the worst part is I sent the trade and I was like, Amari Cooper's going to be a top 10 wide receiver every week.
Yeah.
I don't understand what happened. He even played more snaps this week than he did last week. 2 targets is unacceptable, Josh Allen. Unacceptable. Shinar, I need you to.
How many points
Yeah,
did the Bills
right?
score?
The,
31.
Yeah.
And Amari Cooper
31
had
10.
how many
Yeah.
points in fantasy?
One
Oh,
point.
Okay.
So for
One-
every 31 points to get. So if they just win by like
I see what you're
120,
doing here.
Brian,
I
they-
mean, it was tight. It was a tight end. I mean, right? That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so
That
they
a
were
whole-
just. It was the game plan was to get Kincaid involved.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's National
Yeah.
Tight Ends Day.
Yeah.
Amari Cooper's gonna bounce back this week, and everything's gonna be fine.
keep telling yourself that.
He's first. Well, come on. Coleman helped him too, though,
Yeah.
because like he's learning the plays. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, he's.
That
Yeah,
is true.
he'll get
That
better.
is true.
Yeah.
That trade may get a little bit better with time.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, also the Raiders lost. Really quick on football.
Oh, thank you.
One step closer
One
to-
step closer to
Hey.
top 5. You know what's
we
really
go.
okay? Hold on, we're gonna get into it.
Oh,
so
I thought that was going to be the end of
no,
the football
I'm
segment.
really annoyed, right? Because the problem is with the Raiders, right, is that they give you this hope every year.
Why?
And because they like come out with all this like PR and the players are fired up and you're like, yeah, dude, I believe that you believe. You got Max Crosby, he's one of the best defensive players to ever play the game. Like, bet, let's do this. And then even when they play the game, right? They look like, oh, let's be scrappy. Let's be scrappy. We're gonna make them work for it, right? No. And then we're just gonna like beat ourselves essentially. We're gonna come out, easily score first drive of the game, and then anything unscripted, we can't do anything. We had 4 attempts at the 1 yard line and couldn't score. So yeah, the Raiders are cooked. AP is cooked. Getsy needs to be fired immediately, and I really hope that they don't do a Raider thing and start winning pointless games, because that's also something that Raiders do. And I'm done.
It might be on you for falling for the propaganda, though. Like the Mariners
Okay.
never give me hope. You know?
Okay, no,
like
hold
I
on.
always expect
Hold
them
on, hold
to
on,
disappoint
hold on.
me at the end.
Hold on. No. if you're a real fan, you're always gonna believe that there's like I honestly like I thought they would be middle of the road. I didn't think we were gonna be like Super Bowl contenders, anything like that. But I thought we would put up more than a fight than what we are doing right now. And the defense is doing its job. Like the defense is ranked number 11 in the league, surprisingly, with the offense that cannot score whatsoever, no matter what they do. And so, you know, at the end of the day, like, yeah, I maybe I did fall for it, but at least I'm not a Jets fan. So
Yeah.
because that would be a lot worse. That would be a lot worse.
That is true. Okay, let's talk baseball, because if we don't talk about it today, it's going to be over by the next episode that we do this. Shanar's a Yankees fan.
know,
Freddie!
stop, you guys.
You know what's so
Oh my
great?
gosh.
This is
You know
like
what's so
this,
stupid?
This is the greatest.
This
So
makes me so angry.
because of this podcast, Isaac was like, "You have to pick a team," and I'm like a diehard Laker fan, and so
it makes me so angry.
I was like, "Dude, I gotta go with the Dodgers, right? Like they got Shohei, they're in LA.
It's my fault too, because I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, you should, like just be the fan of the team that Shohei is on. Like
Yeah.
you get to watch. Then when you're watching games occasionally, you'll watch like the best player in baseball.
yeah, which he hasn't looked like,
Well, he's like, okay, so
but that was 2 games. He hasn't really looked that great throughout the whole playoffs. Like the team has looked good, but he hasn't looked like a $700 million player.
well, he's done what he needed to do,
Yeah,
And he in that game 3 last night, you could tell he was every swing he was injured.
he was hurting. Yeah,
What's
for sure.
It's crazy to me that after, like, the MLB had to have been so excited that they were going to make a bazillion dollars with the ratings from Yankees Dodgers.
Yeah.
And this episode will come out on Wednesday, and the series might be over. It might already be done.
Yeah. So Shanar, what do you think the Yankees?
What
need
do the
to do
Yankees need to do?
to
Oh my
win
gosh,
here?
I
What
know.
what is
Yeah.
going on?
My brothers were talking about this because it's been 10 years since, right? For
Yeah.
the Yankees, and
Yeah.
everybody is just constantly hating on us.
Oh,
no one
Like,
likes the
really?
Yankees.
Like, oh, the Yankees, but
Don't worry, I hate the
It's been a
Yankees.
decade.
I hate the Yankees a little bit less than I hate the Astros. So we
Yeah.
have that in common, that we both
Yeah.
hate the Astros, I'm sure. After all those years that the Astros beat the Yankees in the playoffs on their way to a World Series.
Yeah.
While cheating, by the way.
Cheaters.
But anyway,
Anyways, what do you think they need to do?
I-
I don't think that there's. I think that the call.
they need to start hitting the baseball.
No, I think.
oh, stop! I know.
I think the
Yeah.
call by. I think the call by the coach to intentionally walk, to put a pitcher out there who hadn't pitched in over
Yep.
100 days.
Aaron Boone
Okay.
done
Yeah.
messed
Yeah.
up.
And I think that the team lost. I think because the momentum was all over the Yankees that game. I thought for sure the Dodgers were going to win. And then, like, next thing I know, like, I missed the intentional walk, and I was like, what the heck's going on? I
Yeah.
see the bases loaded. And then Freddie comes out and just does Freddie things. Dude, he just does.
Guy's been a Dodgers fan for like 2 weeks, man.
Bro, dude, Freddie's the man. I'm getting a Freddie jersey. I don't even care, bro. Like, this is gonna
Freddie
be like
Freeman is the man, bro.
framed in on my wall at this point, dude. Dude is having like a historic playoff run. Like,
he
it's
looks really good.
insane.
The Dodgers are hitting in clutch situations, and the Yankees, like after all their guys that they spent all this money on looked so good leading up to the World Series, they just have forgotten how to hit all of a sudden.
But I think what happened is like I think that was a gut wrenching loss, and I think the momentum is fully with the Dodgers, and they're just keeping their foot on their neck and not letting them breathe.
Yeah.
And so,
Well, I think so tonight, and we'll be able to see if this is correct or not, because the game starts, I think, when we're recording this in like a couple hours.
yeah.
So tonight, I think the Dodgers are probably going to go all bullpen game and just see if they can get out of it in
Yep.
4. Like, get ready for a bunch of relief pitchers to come in and just throw nasty, nasty stuff, which is really, really hard for a Yankees lineup that's already not hitting.
Struggling, yeah.
To now have to, like, you're going to face a different pitcher every single at bat. And this is like, there is no downside for the Dodgers, because the worst case scenario is they lose the game.
Right.
They have a day for all their relief pitchers that are used to, throwing every other day or so to get their arms back. They can throw whoever they want as a starting pitcher
Yeah.
the next game. Like, there is no downside for the Dodgers tonight. And I think that because of that, and because of how the Yankees looked cooked for most of that game. It was it ended up 4-2.
4-2, yeah.
But it was not like, they looked awful
Yeah.
up until the 9th inning.
Yeah.
And then they were like, oh, crap, we better find a way to try to tie this. Oh, we have 1 inning left. Whoops. Well,
That was the game before that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. No,
They
the
just-
game 2, game
It's-
3 looked very similar.
They looked
Yeah.
defeated.
Yep.
They looked
Mm-hmm.
defeated
Yeah.
for sure.
We'll see what happens.
In other news,
The Lakers finally lost,
the
but they
Lakers
started out
lost.
3-0.
They,
So
they started 3-0, and here's the like takeaway from the Lakers, right? Like I was like convinced that they were not trying to be serious because you go out, you hire JJ Redick, no coaching experience after firing Darvin Ham, and like Darvin Ham had success, right? Like he went to the playoffs both years that he was coaching. They didn't, but the thing was, is like the product on the floor did not look good, and everybody that was playing for the Lakers did not look like they wanted to be there. And so I didn't think that JJ Redick was going to be able to pull them out of that, right? And somehow, like the Lakers look like a different team. Like the offense is moving, rolling, the ball's moving around. They're getting guys. The rotation looks really good and planned out and thought out. I think last night it just kind of got away from a little bit. LeBron had a historically bad game, and I mean, like LeBron is doing LeBron things in year 20, or no, is it 22? What year is it? I don't know.
of his career,
Yeah,
man, I actually don't know that off the top of my head. What was his first season?
I think it's year 22.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Anyway,
Either way, he's about to turn 40. Like I think you're going to see this from LeBron where he just kind of he has those games where he still does LeBron things, and then he has those games where he kind of just looks gassed and like he's just an average kind of guy, because that's what he looked like yesterday.
Yeah.
And what happened was like the Suns were playing, Austin Reeves was playing lights out, and then the Suns made an adjustment and played tight up on Austin Reeves, and then the offense just like crumbled from there. And so
I think it's by the way 21 years because he was
21.
drafted in 2003.
Okay.
So first season would have been 03-04, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, but I mean, if the rest of the team can keep up this play consistently to where they can be
Yeah.
like a 5-6 seed,
that's where they're
4-5
missing.
seed,
Like we
then
need to get out of the play, because the last 2 years we've gotten in by the play-in tournament, which
Right.
is like added pressure, added, you know what I mean? Like you're having to give it a little bit more than usual, right? And so I think if they can get beyond the play-in and get into that 6-5 spot, I don't think that they don't look like a championship contender, but looking this well at the start of the season, they're going to get better. And so it's going to be interesting to see how they finish out the season. And if they can get one of those spots, I think they can make some noise in the playoffs,
Yeah.
especially with the teams that they're beating. Like they did beat the Suns just the game before that. So
you have a basketball team, Shannara? You have a hockey team? Sabres?
Oh, yeah.
Sabres?
I did go to many Sabres games, but no, it's the Kraken.
The Kraken.
there you go.
Really quick hockey segment. The Kraken, after years of like not being able to score and me still watching them because Seattle sports guy,
Yeah.
even though my first love will always be the Avs, all their young guys finally can score goals now. Every game's on Amazon Prime. The Kraken are actually a very interesting team to watch this year.
I believe you.
They've had an okay start to the series.
No
Vegas,
ho- no
you're missing
hockey
out
for
on
you.
Vegas right now because Vegas
I keep track of like
they're
their-
world beaters right
how-
now.
Like
They're beating the brakes off of everyone. 7-2-1 to start the year.
I just want to point out that all week long I had a 56% chance to beat Carl.
I've lost by less than a point twice this season. I have the most points scored, and I have the fewest points against of any team in our league, and I am 4-4.
Bro, I have the most. I don't want to hear it. Anyways, also real quick before we go, shout out Jaden Daniels, crazy play.
Oh
at the
my
end.
gosh! Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Really quickly back to football. That was bananas. And the
Bananas.
fact that you have Bears
Dude,
defenders
Bears
taunting the
fans?
crowd.
Oh my god.
Oh my!
He was like,
goodness.
I was just engaging with the Bears fans. Like, shut up.
I was
dude.
just engaging with the Bears fans, and
Yeah.
then the Commanders scored their
And I
first
was
touchdown of the game, and
Yeah.
it was a Hail Mary.
And I was trying to knock it down. It just went up. I'm like, no, bro, you're cooked, man. Like you messed up. Just own it.
Is the Bears season over?
No. What? No.
Yeah, okay, fine.
No.
All
No,
right.
they look good. Caleb Williams has shown flashes. He looks like he is going to be the guy. I don't know that like the comparison is always going to be there, but I think they're like Daniels has done some things that make him look like a superstar. Caleb Williams has done things that make him look like a star. So it'll be interesting to see how that the season
Jaden Daniels, key
continues.
contributor on Aussie's fantasy football team right now, and I think that touchdown might have saved him this week. So
Yeah, he had like 5 points before that.
yeah, thanks Jaden Daniels for helping Aussie win another fantasy football
Ozzy
game.
is
That's
so into
awesome.
fantasy football.
Aussie, man, I've never seen anyone like meticulously manage a roster like Aussie.
Yeah.
Just hey,
Moneyball.
Moneyball over here. Yeah, he is Brad Pitt. Even when we're rooting against each other, Shinar, sports do bring us together. So
bring us
thank you for
together.
being
Like
here
and
today.
subscribe.
Yes, like and subscribe. We appreciate you stopping by. I'm sure that when the Bills playoff run, Shinar comes back
Yep.
before the
Yeah.
playoffs for
It's
sure.
happening.
I think big episode where
She says it's happening.
every person whose football team is making the playoffs can be in here, and then
Yeah.
you and I
Nice.
can just leave.
Yeah.
yeah.
'Cause
We'll just
we're
bring in everyone else, and they can talk about their
Yeah,
team's success.
And then we'll just be like, so how about the draft this year?
See ya.
See ya.
To the house.